Hello traders, how are we? Welcome back to Simply Forex. Welcome to the live stream. How are you guys? Hope you are all well. Hope you had a nice weekend. Yeah, what did you get up to? What did you do? What did I do? I had a nice little, we went to a different Emirates in the UAE. This is a little bit of, Middle Eastern know-how. There's 7 Emirates, and we went to a different Emirate, and there were 2 other families, and we all stayed in a hotel and done fully inclusive. And my God, I've done about 20,000 calories in one weekend. Honestly, I didn't stop eating and drinking. So yeah, you had to roll me out of the hotel by the end of it. But very nice, guys. I hope you had a nice weekend too. But enough about that. Let's focus on trading. So having a bit of a tricky day today so far. Well, when I say tricky day, a couple of trades going against us, but we'll take a look at these very shortly because I'm in a couple of trades. So we'll look at those. Secondly, guys, as you know, the live stream is your opportunity to ask me as many questions as you like. So don't be shy. Come say hello. Ask as many questions as you like. I am ready for them. Yeah, you can also let us know what you did at the weekend if you like, as long as it's clean. Actually, I prefer it if it's not clean. So there you go, guys. All right, that's the plan. We haven't, there isn't any news to speak of today. We'll take a quick look at the economic calendar, but as you can see, guys, yeah, no news to speak of. A lot of people on bank holidays. So there you go. Let's start with, right. Okay, oil was something that oil's at a level I was looking at here. So let's take a quick look at oil. Why was I looking at this level? So let's quickly analyze this one as we've had an alarm come up. So look at oil and the level it is at. I haven't even got my, sorry guys, slacking today. It's a Monday, bear with me, yeah? I think it's all the calories I've eaten, yeah? So I was looking at oil for this level here, guys. Look at this daily level that is bouncing off the moving average 20. Okay, right here, back at these last highs here. All right, so I like this level from a daily point of view. Yeah, but obviously this candle's quite bullish. But I just wanted to see if structure broke down at this level. So let's look at H4. Obviously structure hasn't broken down on the H4, but we've got a nice bearish candle. But H1 may or may not be breaking down. Yeah, there's this level through here. Okay, and as you can see, if we just follow H1, I was interested to see if we get a break of this level, because it could mean that we get a trade on oil tomorrow and to sell it. Yeah, it depends if this market keeps breaking down. All right, but the things I'm looking at is euro US dollar. This is literally, I am not stopped out of this trade by literally a pip. Yeah, but it's not looking good, right? I was buying this trade, guys. So euro US dollar. Let me just take you quickly what I'm looking at and what I'm trading in. So yeah, we're in an uptrend. This is the day chart. Got a nice bullish candle, okay? And the idea was just take it a little bit higher, back up to this psychological level, and there's a resistance level through here as well. Okay, so that was the idea. Yeah, again, very logical, simple price action, no bells and whistles, just simple price action stuff. And then if we look at the H4, well, if we look at the H1 actually, because it was a H1, it was a H1 and H4 entry. So I said to myself, guys, if we get a break of this level, yeah, we will look to buy euro US dollar, and we did. Okay, so not only did we get a H1 break, okay, if you look at the H4, yeah, we also got this H4 candle. All right, so it's broken these potentially last highs. So if this H4 trend or structure was in any doubt, because maybe you were seeing this, guys, right? Now it's not, right? We're getting higher highs, okay? So yeah, there was lots of things to like about this, and we got a break. But if we drop down to the H1, my stop was at 59, okay? Because I put it a few pips below this low. So look, it's highly unlikely that this trade, look at that H1 candle, right? So it's not looking great for buys, okay, at the moment. However, right, if you look at the H1, it is all doom and gloom. It's a high probability that this trade's going to carry on downwards, right? But if you look at the H4, yeah, if this last level holds, right, and we start seeing a wick like this on the H4, yeah, which will finish in 53 minutes and 15 seconds, roughly, then, you know, there's a good chance that this could make it back up. All right. So, you know, it's not looking good for Euro US dollar. This may be a, you know, an unsuccessful trade, but let's see how this H4 finishes. Okay. And then the other trade I'm in was this, and this was quite a little frustrating sausage. Okay. So let me explain. So again, on the day chart, guys, right, we're looking for buys. Yeah. Again, you know, just logical price action. Yeah. We are in a range. Yeah. You know, generally speaking, we're seeing this. Okay. And the idea is we have bullish candle, bullish candle. We just want to take it to the top of the range. Yeah. Back up to this level. Okay. And my target is 6690. If we look at the H4, yeah, I mean, you know, arguably, I mean, it is very overbought, right? And it hasn't retraced that much. So this is interesting, guys, right? So that H4 is very overbought, right? So you know, so everyone, you know, you're probably thinking, Tom, why don't you wait for price to retrace into value? You know, somewhere like here, moving average 20, you know, and then we start buying, right? I agree with you. That is a good way to think about trading and how a retrace works. However, right, if I see a daily candle like that, yeah, that is like the epitome of bullish, like no top candle, you know, a bit of a bottom wick, but just all body. Yeah, just makes me laugh. Sounds like I'm talking about something else other than candlesticks, but that is all green body. That's like the Hulk of candles. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk of candles. Yeah, it's just bullish. So, you know, if you look at this, you know, is it reasonable to expect it to retrace to here? Probably not, right? It's probably going to come up and hit this before it retraces and hits this. So this candle is what tells me if I can take a retrace quite aggressively. Okay. And in the case of Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, that's exactly what I've done, right? There's a gray zone in here. I actually entered on this candle. Okay. And my stop was literally here. And my hedge. So I literally just got nipped into my hedge, but now I've closed my hedge. I've got a new sell hedge down here. Okay, and I'm still in this trade, right? I've had to take a hit on any profit I may or may not make, but yeah, I'm still in this trade, guys. Okay, and we've got a nice bullish candle forming at this level as well. So, you know, hindsight, my stop or hedge, whatever you use, was a little bit tight. Okay, and I would say I made a trading mistake there. Okay, and let me explain why. So if I enter here, right, my target is this blue line, okay? And therefore, this is my reward, okay? Now, my risk needs to be at least 1:1. And this was really the driving factor that made me have a tighter hedge or stop than I normally would. Really, you know, we know this is a good level here. I mean, really, I'd like to put my hedge down here or my stop loss, but because of this risk to reward, right? Sorry, this risk to reward, I couldn't, and I let that drive where I put my stop loss, and that is not the correct thing to do. I'm always, you know, prattling on about do what the chart tells you, and really, that isn't. That is a trading mistake. If I had to give myself a score on how I traded Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, because of that risk to reward and where I placed my stop loss, I would argue it wasn't a good trade. Okay, I'm out of the hedge. It might play out. Okay, and we'll see. You know, and you know, but that's not the point. You know, I didn't place my stop loss according to what the chart told me. I did it because of risk to reward. All right. I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm not rambling too much. It's the 10,000 calories that I've had over the weekend. I'm still getting over it. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm in Euro US dollar longs and CAD Swiss long. Have I got my alarm? Okay. So I'm now in a hedge, guys. Right. So this Euro US dollar trade is hedged. Okay. So this is, or if you had a stop loss, you would have been stopped out here. Okay, so this was an unsuccessful trade. All right, so like I said, guys, you know, bit of a tricky day. Had some trades go against us, but that is part of trading. Yeah, so no problem. So we'll see how that plays out, guys. Right, let's say hello to everyone. Sorry, guys, got totally absorbed into my trades, which is a good thing. Heath, how are you? Afternoon. Father Sunglasses, how are you? Arthur, how are you? Brett, how are you, mate? Hamza, Euro Yen. Okay, Hamza, we can take a look at that. CJ, first barbecue completed, went splendidly. This is what we like to hear. A nice, splendid barbecue. What do I like? You just can't beat a burger. You know, some people do these, you know, like a bit of flavored chicken with a nice, what do they call it? I don't know. I'm useless at cooking. But anyway, burger. If I'm having a barbecue, I just love burgers. Hamza, Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, all right, we can take a look at one of those. CJ, I'm looking at Aussie dollar, US dollar for buys at this current H4 level. After, okay, we can have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar as well. Aya, how are you? Colin, CAD Swiss franc update. I've literally just done, so I'm out of that hedge, Colin, so I know you hedge as well. Interesting facts. Hi, Neju, how are you? From Malaysia. Interesting facts from Malaysia. I might be going to Malaysia at the end of, or the beginning of September, end of August. So there you go. Can't remember the place. Anyway, guys, let's talk about trading. Okay, so let's start with CJ. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. So, yeah, I know the H4 level you mean. If we look at H4 level, there's kind of a level here. Yeah, I hear you. Right? I'd even include this wick. But there's not much telling us to buy this at the moment. I mean, if we went to Aussie dollar, US dollar, and we looked at the day chart, right? Look, I mean, if we looked at the weekly, yeah, that would be a buy trade all day. And guys, you know, those of you who are new to the channel, I do a top-down approach, and we would look at the weekly, right, which is bang, in an uptrend. We're getting higher highs. Okay, we've had a nice bullish candle that broke this area of resistance, and there's lots of free air, like lots. Yeah, so I do like Aussie dollar, US dollar buys, right? And even if we look at the day chart, you know, it's in an uptrend. Okay, and then we had a nice bullish candle that bounced off of this last piece of resistance, now support. Yeah, so definitely, CJ, I like Aussie dollar, US dollar buys, as I liked Euro US dollar buys, right? But US dollar is getting some strength today. If we look at the H4, so yeah, you know, this is a H4 candle. We've still got 45 minutes before this finishes forming. So I'm really seeing this. So this is potentially a very nice level. I would agree with you. But if let's say the H4 candle finished like that, yeah, I'm not buying it. You know, nothing's telling me to buy it. But if you had a H4 candle, let's say it finished like this, yeah, then that could potentially be a very nice candle to buy. So whether we buy Aussie dollar, US dollar or not, the next 44 minutes is really going to dictate that, okay, on the H4. Now, if we look at the H1, Yeah, I also don't like the fact that H1 is breaking down. All right, so you know, H1 is clearly breaking down. Sort of held there, but then it's broken this level. So we'll see. You know, what I'd like to see is a bullish H4 candle, right? And then we get, let's say we get something like this. Bang. Then we get a break of structure here. Maybe the moving average 20 comes round. We get that H4 trend and H1 trend. I'd be all over buying Aussie dollar, US dollar. But right now, as I know with Euro US dollar's just, you know, flying just strong at the moment. So we'll see CJ, but I like the level. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, Hamza, let's look at one of these. Let's look at Euro Yen, right? Let's have a look at a yen pair. So we've been ignoring yen because they're the most volatile things in the world. Okay, and guys, before we look at Euro Yen, if you enjoy my analysis and you're enjoying the live stream, then please come join us. Yes, subscribe to the channel right now, smash the notification button so you receive an alert, and if everyone could please right now smash the like button while I have a drink. It is getting bloody hot in Dubai at the moment, I must say. Euro Yen. Again, let's do a top-down approach, guys. Right, and I'll tell you what we haven't done. Let's do this one together. All right, so we're going to analyze Euro Yen together. Okay, and we're going to keep it very binary, very black and white. So first of all, Euro Yen weekly chart. Right? Would you? These are your three options. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Okay, they're your only options. So Euro Yen weekly chart. Everyone right now, leave your comment in the live chat. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of Euro Yen on the weekly chart? Don't be shy. Let me know. G. Kelly, hi from Heartland, USA, Tom. I lived in the States for a year, G. Kelly. I lived in Connecticut for a year. I had a very good time. Right, so we've got some answers coming in. Kibria, stay out. Father Sunglasses, stay out. Interesting Facts, stay out. G. Kelly, buy. Heath, stay out. So on the weekly chart, guys, this is the weekly chart. Godwin, stay out. Oklahoma, okay, isn't that where Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz is from? Or am I imagining that? Right, guys, so pretty emphatic, okay? Most people have said stay out, right? So I agree, yeah, because, you know, we're clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, you don't have to be Warren Buffett to see that. We are clearly in an uptrend, right, 100%. But do you want to buy into this wick and this big candle? You know, do you want to push your luck into this level? Yeah, the market has already shown you that there are a shed load of sellers in here somewhere. Yeah, and that's not me, you know, imagining it. The market has shown you there are loads of sellers at this level. Now, they could start here, or they could start here, or they could even start here, right? We don't know that, but I do not want to push my luck into this level. Okay, so for me, we're in an uptrend, but we're at resistance, stay out. Okay, so that's what Euro Yen weekly is telling me. Okay, oh yes, okay, yes, of course she was from Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. And is Kansas in Oklahoma? Or am I just making stuff up now, G. Kelly? Anyway, enough of the geography. Back to trading. Euro Yen, we've done the weekly chart. So you are the market, right? You are what makes up the market, yeah? And if you're all saying stay out, it's probably a good idea to stay out. Now let's look at the day chart. Again, same question. Would you, yeah, no problem, Heath, I know you did. So day chart now, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? So euro yen, buy, sell, or stay out. What would you do, guys, with euro yen day chart? Okay, see, it is in Oklahoma. I knew this. So guys, get involved. Day chart, what would you do? Kibria would stay out. Shreyas would stay out. Interesting Facts would sell. Father Sunglasses, stay out. Father Sunglasses, we have to give you kudos for the most unusual name, I must say. Father Sunglasses. Heath, stay out. Godwin, stay out. So again, guys, I totally agree with you. Yeah, right. You know, first of all, is this an uptrend? Yes. Yeah. Right. That's an uptrend. Okay. But again, look at this. Look at this wick. Look at this candle. Look at this level. Right. You know, really. Oh, what am I doing? Really, you could put a huge resistance level here. Right. It is. Yeah. All of this is selling area. Okay, and now price has already reacted once at this level, yeah, literally at the start of it. Will it react again? Let's see. But what I'm not willing to do is buy into it. And as you know, guys, I want to be with daily trend. Okay, and daily trend, as we just explained, is in an uptrend. But we have the same problem. We're in an uptrend, but at a resistance level. So that is just no trade for me every time. Yeah, every time you see this, guys, right? You've got this big level of resistance. Okay, we're on a daily uptrend, right? And we're here. I just know that's no trade. I will look at the chart for about 1 second. I don't know, 2 seconds. And I would just say to myself, no trade. It's the same if I have a daily downtrend like this, right? And it's hitting support. I'll just be like, right, no trade, next currency pair. All right, and that's the problem with euro yen. All right, so no trade for me with euro yen at the moment. What I am going to do, guys, just take a couple of quick look at my trades. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, this let's look at the H1. All right, so still looking good. Euro US dollar. Yeah, okay. We've okay, there's a level there. All right, what else are we looking at, guys? I saw some other questions. Okay, Father Sunglasses got a question here. Did you okay, before I take this question, guys, if you haven't already, please come join our trading community, right? We've got like-minded traders in there sharing knowledge, ideas, experiences, expertise. So come join our free Discord channel. Yeah, you just create a username, we let you in, you verify yourself. Simple as that. Come join that first of all. Secondly, guys, right now we are giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. In there, I give you all of my trade signals. I give you sort of years and years of tutorials, and you get direct access to me should you need help with anything, guys. All right, so that is free right now. Check out the promo. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's many perks for doing so. All that information, I'm sure the editor will put it on the live chat. If not, it's in the video description. Right. Yes, we've got a question here. Father Sunglasses, did you also have a teacher or mentor when you were learning the ropes? Not really. No, I didn't. You know, while I was learning the ropes, it was really self-taught. It wasn't until I joined a trading floor that I learned some more things off others. But to say that any of them was a mentor, not really. No, not really. I mean, I was just, you know, working it all out myself, you know, talking, not one particular mentor. I would talk to many different traders, you know, and one would be like, I really like this setup. I like using this indicator, or someone would say, I like price action. Somebody else would say, you know, my strategy is very mechanical. Somebody would say, I'm scalping the 5 minute. Another guy would be swing trading. And really, I just built my knowledge of trading from many different places and sources, yeah. And then slowly pieced together what worked for me, yeah. Because trading, as you know, there's so much information out there, right? And you know, some of it good, some of it bad. But what I have learned, right, is price action doesn't lie. It's not lagging. It doesn't lie. It deals in hard facts, right? So if you can read price action, and I always mention it, price action is made up of market structure and trend and chart patterns, really. You've got support and resistance. You've got candlesticks. You've got this concept of value and this multiple time frame analysis. If you can do those things and piece it all together, that is where all the good data is. Yeah, basically I crunch data. I crunch information that those things tell me to a point where I try to find a high probability trade using that information. And that is where, you know, the secret sauce or the magic or, you know, the holy grail, you know, all these things people use. But that's really where what you need to understand. And if you have a good understanding of that, you can place good trades. And even if you scalp on the 5 minute, for me, it should be based on price action. Or even if you swing trade on the monthly chart, it should be based on price action. All right. So yeah, not really a specific mentor, but just loads of information that, you know, I got together. Shreyas, what is the rope? So, you know, it's a phrase. So, you know, when you were learning the ropes, when you were new to trading and you were learning how to trade. Yeah, that's what basically that means. CJ, Tom, do you think being on a trading floor as an intraday swing trader has some, if any, value? It's something I do want to do in the future. So I really enjoyed being part of a trading floor, okay, to a point, right? And so the good things of being on a trading floor is just, you know, I've still got a couple of mates on the trading floor. You know, you've got this real camaraderie. You know, traders are are generally, you know, well, some are like Rain Man. You know, you get like people like Rain Man, who's just like has no social skills whatsoever, but is the most analytical mind you've ever met. I'm thinking of this French guy that was on the trading floor, and he was doing, you know, like he was like the talk of the trading floor. They were like, do you know, have you heard the figures he's doing, kind of thing, right? And he was the most unassuming, you know, young French guy, always come in with his rucksack, didn't really speak to anyone, head down, nailed it, left, right? So you had that sort of trader on the trading floor. You know, then you had the, you know, let's say like the sort of a lad, you know, on the trading floor, and, you know, they'd always like, told Tom, do you want to go out for a beer? And, and they were, you know, but still very good traders, but less, I don't know if that's the right word. They were still very analytical, but you just had many different personalities on the trading floor, which I found really enjoyable, and, you know, and just wanted to talk to everyone and learn as much as I could. So that was really good. You have, any trading floor will have a risk department. So if you're crap at risk, then a trading floor is good for you. But I wasn't. I was always good with risk. So there was no value in that for me. But risk will come out and sort of almost like pull traders away from their desks or close down trades because, you know, some traders had lost, you know, just lost the plot for the day, you know, so you see that now and again. And obviously, you know, you've got all these experienced traders on a trading floor you can learn so much from and pick up ideas from. Yeah. So, and the camaraderie of that, and the fun and the vibrant nature of a trading floor. So they're all the things I really enjoyed and really liked, right? Some of the disadvantages for me were, you know, noise, right? You know, I always talk about noise, and you know, I don't want to hear, you know, some people are like, oh, did you hear the news about the euro? You know, the head of the ECB's come out and said this, that, and the other. And then I would overhear this, and I'm thinking, oh no, I'm thinking about longing euro, US dollar. Is that a good idea? And you know, and or somebody, you know, somebody else would say something like, you know, we had a Bloomberg terminal as well. You know, oh guys, you must read this article on the Bloomberg terminal, and I'd read this article about, you know, how the indices are about to collapse or something like that. And then, you know, there was just all this noise on a trade, not physical noise, just information noise that I found detrimental to my trading. Because as you know, I'm very technical and just, like I say, base everything on price action. So the trading floor opened me up to too much fundamental noise, to be quite honest. So that was a disadvantage for me. If, you know, maybe if you're a news trader, it might have been advantageous. What else was? Yeah, and that was it really. That was the only downfall. And obviously you have a desk fee. So I was, you know, I was paying $2,000 for my desk a month. So, you know, you're negative $2,000 before you even start your trading month, which was fine, you know, but, you know, it gets to a point where you think $2,000 from what I'm getting from a trading floor, is it worth it? And I got to that point. You know, I was thinking, I can pocket the $2,000 plus whatever else I made. You know, I wasn't, you know, the $2,000 wasn't warranted enough because I wasn't a fundamental trader. I didn't use the Bloomberg terminal, you know, which was a big thing then. Risk assessment, I was good on my risk, so I didn't need, you know, and they'd never come out and started pulling me off my screen, you know, so I was always good with risk. And really all I was staying was the laugh, the social that I had with some of the traders, you know, and that really wasn't worth $2,000. And let's be honest, I started trading from home and I still went to see them anyway. So yeah, you know, pros and cons. On the whole, I really enjoyed it. But would I do it again? Probably not. I quite like the peace and quiet, and like I say, slow, dull, and boring. That, you know, my trading has become slower, duller, and more boring, and that's what you want. You know, I don't want the thrill of a trading floor, and you know, and you know, another thing I must say on a trading floor is there's no comparing. There's no, you know, how can I put this, genital measuring, right? There isn't. You think there would be, but it's not. You know, people are all in it together, and you know, they want each other to succeed. Some don't. Some are quite introverted and just want to, you know, like the Rain Man, and just want to be on their own and trade. Yeah, just trade quietly and go. You know, he was making a fortune and spent his money elsewhere. So yeah, you know, that was all. Yeah, so that was good, but yeah, you know, I would say do it. Yeah, if you get the opportunity, do it. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. You'll learn loads of things from being on a trading floor. But yeah, you know, it'll get to a point where you have to warrant your desk fee. Yeah, you think, am I getting enough value from that desk fee? And I wasn't. Yeah, and sorry, I was going back to that point. Yeah, about, you know, it wasn't like, oh guys, you know, I made $10,000, you know, last week, or, you know, oh, I've just put in 12% this month. There wasn't any of that really. You think there would be, it'd be very competitive, but it just wasn't like that. We'll take a look at Euro Swiss franc. Okay, so this is a potential trade idea. I'm in Canadian dollar Swiss franc, but I'm enjoying talking about the trading floor, so let's carry on. Yeah, and everyone, you don't know what everyone's trading in terms of size. Yeah, you know, you've got this trading floor. You know, there was whispers of the French guy, the Rain Man, who he was doing like 6 figures, you know, every quarter. But no one ever knew, you know, and it wasn't like that. It was just about all becoming better traders and in it together. And, you know, and that's what I've tried to recreate in our community and our Discord channel. It's not about, oh, I made this, you know, it's about succeeding together, you know. So yeah, there you go. There's talking about my time on a trading floor. Also, yeah, just funny things like people, you know, just throwing, you know, keyboards, people throwing mouses, people just swearing at the top of their voice. This one guy, he was an options trader. He was an Indian guy, options trader. And he, you know, I had like a 9-screen, is it 9? 6-screen setup, right? 2 levels of free, right? And in his room, he had like, it was like 16 screens. He had his own room. Apparently he was this massive options trader, you know, killing it, making a fortune. Yeah, and he had 16 screens. I always thought, what the hell are you doing with 16 screens? 6 screens was too much for me, let alone 16. So yeah, there you go. There's yeah, if you do get the opportunity though, guys, do it. Yeah, it'll be a great experience. Yeah, I recommend it. Right. So what is a trading floor? So a trading floor is basically basically an office with loads of, you know, trading setups where you get your 6 screens, you get, you know, your computer, you get your brokerage and charting and risk assessment and access to Bloomberg and stuff like that. And Squawk, that was another one. And you heard the Squawk announcements come out. They, you know, we have a little delay on the news when it comes out on some of our websites. The Squawk, bang, it's straight out. This bloke in London was just, you know, blurting out the numbers for the news. So yeah, it's just an office for traders who just trade. Basically, it's all got their desks and away you go. Some people trade company money. Some people trade, you know, yeah, investor money. Some people trade their own money. Yeah, and just basically, you know, like you see in some of the films, you know, where you got a load of traders at desks trading, basically. Hello, Tom. Are you also doing sewing trade by yourself? Sorry, Cabria. Can you ask that question again? I'm not sure what you mean, mate. Are you also doing sewing trading? Yeah, let me know what you mean there. Okay, Brett, Tom, what makes day trading preferable to you over swing trading? Okay, so that's a good question. Guys, before I answer this question, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, come join our community and stuff like that. If you don't, the editor will come around your house. Let's have a look at CAD Swiss franc. Okay, this is exactly what we wanted to see happen. So that's good. Euro US dollar. Okay, less so. So swing trading, you know, ironically or quite contradictorily, it's not a word. I want slow, dull, and boring, right? And swing trading is that. Yeah, you'll place a trade and you'll hold on to it for, you know, weeks, months, who knows? It depends what type of, you know, time frame you're looking at. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, totally fine. You know, maybe if some of you are working full time, then swing trading makes sense because you can't be in front of your screen and look at it, and you can just place a swing trade and make a side income from that. Yeah. So But for me, you know, if you take one swing trade, right? So if you look at my screen, guys, where else are you going to look? So let's say, right, let's go to a monthly chart. Right. And let's say this is the monthly chart. I'm doing very exaggerated examples, right? This is the monthly chart. Okay. And I will apply exactly the same principles as I do on any other time frame. Exactly the same. So we have had a break of these lows, even this low. Okay. And we've had this candle come below the moving average 20, right? This is crying out for me to sell it. Okay. Now, if I was a swing trader, I would sell here, put my stop above here, and my target would be this next piece of support. Right? And you'd roughly get 1:1. Okay. Now, if you risk one, let's say this is 1%, right? And then you make 1%. Now, you're happy, you've had a swing trade, it worked out. Maybe you leave some money to run. Okay, and you make all this extra profit as well. Okay, that would be a swing trade, and that'd be a very good trade, and you'd be happy with that. Now, an intraday trader, from this point where I've seen this break of structure, I am on the H4 and H1. If it makes sense on the daily, I am in and out of this chart. I'm in and out, right? I'm in here, I'm in here, I'm in there, I'm in, you know, maybe I'm in here, in there, you know. I've got in, let's say I've got in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say I've got in 6 times on the lower time frames in this same move. And let's say, which is true, every trade I'm looking for a minimum of risk to reward of 1:1, and most of my first targets are risk to reward 1:1. And let's say I've traded this 6 times. So on the same move, assuming they're all successful, right? There's a big assumption there. I've made 6% because I'm in and out on the lower time frames. Whereas the swing trader has made 1%. Yeah, arguably, you know, intraday trading is, you know, but the stressful's not right. I don't find it stressful, but maybe, you know, it's more time consuming than a swing trade, and you can't be in and out 6 times. But on the way down, an intraday trade has made 6%, and a swing trade has made 1%. Even if you said out of these 6 trades, right, you had, you know, 4 winners, right, and 2 losing trades, right? You still made 2% on this, right, compared to 1% on here. So they're really, that's one of the benefits of intraday trading. And also, you've got to find something that suits your personality. Me holding on to a swing trade does not suit my personality. That's one of the reasons I introduced the 80-20 rule. You know, when it hits my first target, I close 80% and then let 20% run, right? Because I'm not good at letting 100% of my trade run. Okay, so imagine that, and now imagine swing trading. Yeah, it'd be very, I'm just not very good at holding trades that long, to be quite frank. So swing trading doesn't suit my personality. You know, I've got to a point where I roughly have a trade a day, and that suits me fine, and that's a nice enough pace for me. Yeah, it's not too slow and it's not too quick, really. I found the right pace for me, and I would say this is part of the holy grail: finding the strategy that suits you and the pace of strategy that suits you. You know, maybe you know, you want to scalp, right, and you need 5 or 6 trades a day. Yeah, you do it if it suits your personality. Maybe you want to trade once a week. You do it if it suits your personality, right? But either way, they're all going to be based on price action. All right, guys. And on that note, let's leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Thanks for all of your questions, guys. And also, what I mustn't forget is in the VIP Trading Academy, we're also going to do some tutorials on how to maximize trading view. All right, so check that out. Almost forgot. All right, guys, have a great trading day, and I'll see you later.